Accused Gilgo Beach serial killer Rex Heuermann charged with 7th murder. Riverhead, Long Island, WABC accused Gilgo Beach serial killer Rex Heuermann has been charged in the death of a 7th woman. Heuermann is charged with 1 count of second-degree murder in connection with the murder of Valerie Mack, according to his superseding indictment unsealed Tuesday. Mack, whose remains were first found on Long Island in 2000. Mack, 24, had been working as an escort in Philadelphia and was last seen by her family that year in New Jersey. A hunter's dog discovered some of Mack's remains in a wooded area of Manorville on November 19, 2000. The remains were in a black plastic bag wrapped with duct tape. The bag contained additional plastic bags that contained Mack's decapitated body. Moreover, both of her hands had been severed from her body, above the wrists, and the victim's right leg had also been cut off from her body at the mid-calf, according to a bail application that accompanied the new indictment. Ms. Mack's torso, legs, and arms were also bound with rope. The rest of her remains were found more than a decade later in April 2011 along Ocean Parkway near Gilgo Beach. Heuermann pleaded not guilty to killing Mack. "Your Honor, I am not guilty of any of these charges," Heuermann said. He appeared shackled in a suit and was only before the judge for a few moments. Judge Timothy Mazzei continued to hold Heuermann without bail. The defense was given until next month to file motions related to evidence. The defense has questioned the DNA methods prosecutors used and may try to limit admissibility at trial. The defense is also considering whether to ask the judge to sever any of the murder charges from others. Prosecutors said they linked Heuermann to Mack's death in part through a mitochondrial DNA analysis of the female hair found on Mack's body. It matched the profiles of Heuermann's wife and daughter, the bail application said. At the time of Mack's murder, Heuermann's daughter would have been between 3 and 4 years old. Prosecutors said they also linked Heuermann to Mack's death through evidence recovered on some of the 350 electronic devices they seized from him that include his significant collection of violent, bondage, and torture pornography dating back to at least 1994. This online collection included images of breast mutilation and tying up women with rope, 2 things prosecutors said are consistent with injuries inflicted on Mack's breast and how she was bound. Investigators said they found 1 document that they believe Heuermann used to plan out his kills. The document was created in 2000, the year Mack was killed. Under a section entitled Supplies, Heuermann allegedly listed rope/cord, saw/cutting tools, and foam drain cleaner. Under a section labeled DS, believed to stand for dump site, Heuermann allegedly listed one of the locations where Mack's remains were found. The document also included a body prep section with a note to remove the head and hands according to the bail application. That relates to the condition of Mack's remains, prosecutors said. The lives of these women matter. We as investigators understand that. No one understands that more than the families, Suffolk County District Attorney Ray Tierney said at a news conference with Mack's parents and other victims' relatives. Families of other Gilgo victims presented flowers to the parents of Valerie Mack, Joanne, and Edwin Mack after the hearing. Heuermann is charged with killing 6 other women whose remains were found on Long Island. The investigation into the Gilgo Beach killings dates back to 2010. When police searching for a missing woman found 10 sets of human remains in the scrub along the Barrier Island Parkway, prompting fears of a serial killer. Over the years, investigators used DNA analysis and other clues to identify the victims, many of whom were sex workers. In some cases, they connected them to remains found elsewhere on Long Island years earlier. Police also began re-examining other unsolved killings of women found dead on Long Island. The case has dragged on through 5 police commissioners, more than 1,000 tips, and doubts about whether there was a serial killer at all. Heuermann, who lived with his wife and 2 children in Massapequa Park on Long Island and commuted to a Manhattan architecture office, was arrested on July 13, 2023, and charged with murdering Amber Lynn Costello, Megan Waterman, and Melissa Barthelemy. He was charged in the deaths of 3 other women, Maureen Brainerd Barnes, Sandra Costilla, and Jessica Taylor, earlier this year. He has pleaded not guilty to all charges.